Baseball has always been obsessed with its records, but some of them are so wild, they might as well belong to another universe. These aren't just impressive stats, they're impossible milestones built by players who seemed more machine than human. From superhuman streaks to unbelievable one-game miracles, these records have stood untouched for decades and probably will for decades more. So, let's dive into the most unbreakable records in Major League Baseball history and find out why no one's coming close anytime soon. 2,632 consecutive games. Cal Ripken Jr. played 2,632 straight games from May 30th, 1982 to September 19th, 1998. That's more than 16 years without missing a single game. He did it all in one uniform, the Baltimore Orioles. The streak required ironclad durability, great luck, and a time when managers expected players to play almost every day. In modern baseball, teams plan rest, manage workloads, and use rotating lineups. All of those changes make Ripken's streak feel like something from another world. Even the best active streaks are thousands of games away. Ripken's mark is a mix of toughness and an older era's rhythm of the game. 511 career wins. Cy Young won 511 games over 22 seasons. He had multiple seasons with 30 wins. Back then, starting pitchers were supposed to finish games. Today, pitchers leave earlier, teams use 5-man rotations, and bullpens are built for matchups. The difference in how pitchers are handled makes Cy Young's total nearly impossible to reach now. For a modern pitcher to get close, he would need long stretches of high win totals and rare durability year after year. The kind of career shape does not exist much in the modern era. 262 hits in a season. Ichiro Suzuki collected 262 hits in one season in 2004. To do that now, a player would need a huge number of at-bats and a batting average close to 400. Modern hitters chase power more than contact. Teams value home runs and extra base hits. So even though Ichiro's record is relatively recent, his style and the numbers he put up make the record very hard to beat in today's game. 7 career no-hitters. Nolan Ryan threw 7 no-hitters across a 27-season career. Throwing even one no-hitter takes great stuff and some luck. Doing it 7 times is extraordinary. Ryan's last no-hitter came when he was 44 years old. With modern pitch counts and deeper lineups, starting pitchers rarely stay in perfect rhythm long enough to pile up that many no-hitters. Nolan Ryan's record is a combination of extreme talent and a career that lasted a very long time. 749 completed games. Cy Young finished 749 of his 815 starts. That level of starting pitcher endurance has almost vanished. Now managers pull starters earlier to protect arms and use relievers for matchups. Complete games are rare, and finishing one is a headline, because the game now prioritizes health and strategic bullpen use. Young's total is very unlikely to be matched. 110 career shutouts. Walter Johnson recorded 110 career shutouts. Shutouts require starters to go the distance and keep opponents off the board the whole day. Modern baseball spreads those innings across many relievers. Even top pitchers who pitch well rarely get that many shutouts today. That makes Johnson's mark stand out as a product of a different era and a dominant pitcher. 4,256 career hits. Pete Rose finished with 4,256 hits in a 24-year career. He had many seasons with over 200 hits. To reach that total now, a player would need an extremely long career and lots of high-hit seasons. Current trends like rest days, platoons, and a power focus make it tough for hitters to reach those kind of cumulative totals. Rose's record shows a lifetime of daily contact and long availability. 56-game hitting streak. Joe DiMaggio hit safely in 56 straight games in 1941. During that run, he hit over 400 and had power numbers too. He struck out almost never across the streak. A hitting streak of that length needs skill, timing, and a streak of very good luck. Modern pitching changes, reliever matchups, and rotating bullpens make it much harder to keep a streak going. DiMaggio's run remains one of those rare moments that feels untouchable. 2 grand slams in one inning. Fernando Tatis Jr. hit 2 grand slams in the same inning on April 23, 1999. That game is one of baseball's wildest plays. The situation required batting twice with the bases loaded in one inning. That only happens when a team explodes offensively and the lineup keeps coming around. The odds are tiny. Even with modern analytics, that kind of perfect storm of chance and timing is almost unique in baseball history. 6,856 career total bases. Hank Aaron had 6,856 total bases during a 23-year career. Total bases add up power and longevity. Achieving a number that high takes sustained hitting and extra base power across many seasons. Modern players can be great for years, but staying at that level of consistency for decades is rare. Aaron's mark shows both elite skill and an extraordinary career length. Fastest to join the 40-40 club. Shohei Ohtani reached the 40 home run and 40 stolen base mark faster than anyone, doing it in 126 games. That blends real power and real speed. Doing both at elite levels in the same season is rare. Ohtani also joined the 50-50 club later, showing an unusually broad skill set. Players who can do both like Ohtani are extremely rare, so this kind of pace feels special and may last as a standout moment for a very long time. 5,714 career strikeouts. Nolan Ryan recorded 5,714 strikeouts over his career. That total reflects both dominance and an extremely long career. Ryan averaged many strikeouts per 9 innings across decades. Modern pitchers can be strikeout kings, but rarely achieve the same length of dominance combined with longevity Ryan did. That makes his strikeout total a high bar for future pitchers. 366 career batting average. Ty Cobb finished with a 366 career batting average. That level of career hitting is rare. Hitting averages across baseball are lower now. Pitchers throw harder, hitters face deeper bullpens, and the game favors power. Even career averages above 350 are almost heard of in the modern era. Cobb's number stands as a sign of sustained contact and dominance at the plate. 1,406 career stolen bases. Rickey Henderson collected 1,406 career stolen bases and changed how the leadoff spot was played. His career total shows how valuable speed and base running skill were. Henderson also had seasons with huge stolen base numbers. Modern teams are more risk-averse about stealing because analytics weigh the cost of the out more heavily. That makes Henderson's totals look like a record that fit both his talent and his era. 130 stolen bases in one season. Rickey Henderson also stole 130 bases in a single season. That number is huge on its own. The game has moved away from attempting that many steals because teams prefer power and value each out more. A single season with that many steals now would require a player to be uniquely fast, fearless, and allowed to run constantly. Combined with modern strategy, Henderson's single season mark is unlikely to be matched. 191 RBIs in a season. Hack Wilson drove in 191 runs in one season. That season came during an era with lots of offense. RBIs require teammates to be on base too, so that number reflects team context and Wilson's hitting. Modern seasons rarely offer the combination of lineup context and huge personal numbers needed to reach that level. Wilson's total stands as an extreme example of raw run production. 36 triples in a season. Chief Wilson hit 36 triples in 1912. Triples were more common in older ballparks with deep outfields and odd dimensions. The way parks are built now and the way hitters swing make triples rare today. Most modern leaders finish with a fraction of that total. That record's tightly linked to ballpark shapes and the style of play in Wilson's day. 73 home runs in one season. Barry Bonds hit 73 home runs in 2001. That season is tied to the late 1990s and early 2000s era of power and, for some players, performance-enhancing drugs. Bonds' number sits at the top of the single-season list. Clean modern chase to 73 will require a near-perfect storm of power, health, and opportunity. Because of the context around that era, Bonds' total is both standout and controversial. If you're enjoying these deep dives, please hit like and subscribe. It helps the channel keep making this kind of content. A lot of these records come from times when the game worked differently. Pitchers used to go longer. Teams let starters finish more games. Lineups were built to grind for hits and runs in ways different from modern power thinking. Some marks are a product of ballpark shapes and rules of the time. Others are the result of extreme careers that lasted decades. Modern baseball focuses on player health, matchups, and specialized roles. That shift makes many old counting records much harder to reach now. Records are more than numbers. They tell stories about eras, strategies, and how players were used. They show how the game changed and why some achievements feel like they were made in a different sport. Fans love to compare eras and imagine if a modern star could rewrite history. Those debates keep the history alive and make the present more exciting. These records are a mixture of skill, timing, and context. Some are nearly impossible now because the rules and methods of play have changed. Some stand because they needed a rare life of durability and consistency. Others are the kind of fluke that likely will not be matched. They're part of what makes baseball history so rich and why fans still argue about them today. If you liked this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. More episodes and deep dives are coming soon.